I look at the cornerback position. I think it's the most important position on the field besides the left tackle position and the quarterback position because the cornerback, the number one corner is going to have to stop the best wide receiver on the field. You're going to have to know the strides, know what he does. You got to watch so much film day in and day out to figure out some of these wide receivers. Some of these guys are even faster than you. They can stop on a dime. They could do a lot of things on the field that some of these corners can't do. So when you look at the corner position and the fact that the Badgers recruited you out of all the different cornerbacks they could have recruited in the offseason, they recruited you. What stood out to the Badgers from your game that they wanted you to come and play for their school?
Well, first being that, lengthy corners are a dime a dozen. Lengthy corners are constantly getting recruited now. It's becoming ideal for corners to be above 6 foot, to be able to run a 4.4. And so me having all that stuff on paper, that looks really good. But on top of that, I've been guarding number ones my whole career. I've been able to go in the slot. I've been playing in the field, playing in the boundary, playing anywhere on the field, guarding a guy. And then even able to be, go to safety and come down in the box and make hits. Mm-hmm. It was like, okay, well, let's make something happen. So, Wisconsin was able to see that, but also, the mental side of the game, I'm able to teach this position and able to learn more about the position. I've never been one to not like criticism. I tell my own teammates, if it looks like I'm slacking, come get in my ear. I even grade myself so heavy to the point where I get an interception and I'll be like, my technique was lazy here, and grade that as an L. Playing corner, you develop this resiliency to be able to say, I can get beat this play, but it won't happen again. To me, where I make those affirmations where I won't get beat at all, and I'm able to hold true to that. So that's what I've been able to do in my career. And I think Wisconsin was able to see that. And on top of the fact that, I feel like I do a lot of things off the field that, are uncommon, coaching my kids, but also am the founder and I run this Christian organization dedicated to athletes. We do a bunch of charity work and we also give out sermons every Sunday called Jacob's Ladder. We got almost 350 members. And, that's one thing that people, love hearing about with me, and coaches love to recruit, I guess. Doing that and then also being a community pillar, I love to speak at events and do any type of community service projects I can help with.
The Big Ten came out with a new schedule this year where they're playing 8 games, and there's also 2 conference tournament games where it's not just the top seeds from the East and the West anymore. They're now letting the second place teams play as well. So what do you think of that? Is that something that you think they could go forward with when you play? And also, which of those Big Ten powerhouses are you most looking forward to facing and why?
You play in Ohio State, you get the national recognition. But on top of that, you're playing against a great team. You're playing against a team that's not going to make too many mistakes, and they're fundamentally sound across the board. But then being that my family's from New York, I think that Penn State game, I can get my folks down there out. As far as for the Big Ten, being that it gives more people opportunities to, get in and showcase their talent, being that number 2 team, I think it's good. I think that's something that can really set up that, any given Sunday mindset. Like you might have beat us this time, but the next time, we'll see what happens.
Before we let you go, I'm going to ask you some silly questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Boxers or briefs, and why?
Can I do both?
You going to wear both of them?
Boxer briefs. Love the security of boxers. Everything's kind of like I'm together. But briefs, the comfort is unmatched. If I can get both of those in one, I don't know.
I like them when they're supported. I don't like them when they're hanging, bouncing back and forth when you're running.
I feel you. It depends on the day and in game or in a track meet. I'd rather everything be kind of, together. Man. But if I'm around the house,
you let them hang.
You feel what I'm saying?
I got you. Favorite snack to eat before a game and why?
I don't want people to pattern after this because this is not good. But my freshman and sophomore year, I went to this high school that almost shared a parking lot with McDonald's. Before every game, my pregame meal, something I love to eat. My parents hate that I love to eat this. Is I get a Big Mac fries almost before every game.
Big Mac and fries.
My favorite thing. We shared the parking lot with them, and I remember, we didn't have the money to go get something crazy before the game or, something really healthy. So it was like, okay, I'm going to go get this Big Mac.
Since you like Big Macs and you like McDonald's, so what we're going to do here is I do this with a lot of recruits. I like you, so I'm going to give you a deal here. If your first freshman year, you play and you're a starter, and you have 3 or more interceptions, I will buy you a 2-month supply of Big Macs and fries. And that was no joke.
Okay.
No joke. No joke. I promise you. We keep this on file. I have Speedy keeping tabs on it. I've made some guarantees to some of you recruits, mostly corners. It really is. It's mostly corners. But I love the corner position. I was a corner in high school, so I love the position. I think it's to me, it's the most defined position in sports. That's the way I look at it. I know a lot of people think quarterback is the hardest position to play. I think the corner is, because you have to know what the corner is going to do, how the routes that they have to run. You have to study these guys before you step on the field. I think the quarterback does the same thing, but I think the cornerback position is a little bit more difficult, especially with the speed some of these guys have. So I will say this. If you have 3 or more interceptions in your first year as a freshman, if you don't start and it's the second year, we'll stick to that bet. I will get you a 2-month supply of Big Macs and fries. I will send you I'll get you a certificate so the NCAA doesn't attack me that I'm giving you something. So, but that's my bet with you. I think, first of all, I think you're a great kid. I want you to be a friend of the show. And you're from New York, so that's what I love about it. You're from New York, you're from Rochester. I've gone to Rochester plenty of times. I got some friends, a lot of good hockey over there. I used to play a lot of hockey over there in Rochester, New York. So I have, it's sentimental that you're from New York and you're from here. So I'm rooting you on, man. I want you to do great. So,
and most importantly, he's a Giants fan.
No. No. That's a big X. That's a big X over there.
No, it's a big check.
The whole Wisconsin Badgers and the Giants is a big X. But I wish you were a Jet fan. But right now with New York football,
if I wasn't a Giants fan, I'd have to go with the hometown. I'd have to be a Bills fan. Only an hour from Buffalo.
Oh man, so you go Giants to the Bills and no Jets. I mean, you're hurting me here, man.
I couldn't do it, man.
You're hurting me.
The idea is, I was hated back home for being a Giants fan, right? So why would I go to a team that they're going to hate even more than the Giants?
The
Bills and Jets do not get along.
Just for that, I hope the Jets draft you. Whenever you become a prospect and you go to the NFL, I hope the Jets draft you, because then you'll have to be a Jet fan. That's how he becomes a Jet fan.
Just so he'll get traded to the Giants, just like Leonard Williams.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. He's not Leonard Williams.
Man, my idea is, because, here in a few years, I hope to be a prospect. I can't have a favorite team too much anymore. So when I was decorating my room, getting my room together and thinking about decorations for my dorm here in a few months, I was like, I can't have any Giants gear in there. Just in case some scouts come through, they say, hey, we the Cowboys, and they see I got a Giants poster behind me. They might not be feeling it.
Giant fans do not want to hear you going to the Cowboys. I'm sure of that.
I feel it. My dad told me he would wear a Giants jersey and still support me, but he's still going to go for the Giants if I ain't go to the Giants. Like, if we play against him, he's still going to be a Giants fan. He'll just hope I do good.
It's funny because
do good and we still don't win.
It's funny because I interviewed Saquon Barkley and his father before the draft, and Saquon grew up a Jet fan. He's from the Bronx, and his father's a diehard Jet fan. And I asked his father, if the Jets went to the Super Bowl against the Giants, who would you root for? He says, I root for my son having an all-time great game, but I'm rooting for the Jets. That's what he told me.
I feel that.
So there you go, man. I don't know. The third question, blondes or brunettes, and why?
We don't discriminate over here, man. Don't discriminate. We don't. I say this. Blondes got the characteristic, everybody's like, man, blondes, they put them on such a high pedestal. And I understand it. There's some beautiful blonde women. But brunettes also got some beautiful women up there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't discriminate, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have
you're
gonna have a lot of women.
Wisconsin females. Yeah. I don't know. Al has no discrimination.
You're going to have a lot to pick from over there in Wisconsin, my friend. That's for sure.
That didn't go into the decision making, man. They ain't go into it.
I know. I'm just letting you know. Okay, so I'm going to pick 5 women.
For sure.
I'm going to pick 5 people, okay? In order, who would you want to go on a date from 1 to 5? And there could be women. We can slip somebody else in there. Number 1, Whitney Houston. Number 2, Mariah Carey. Number 3, Beyonce. Number 4, Alicia Keys. Or number 5, Speedy Petey. That's him.
Oh, why you had to throw my man in there, man? Why you had to do him like that? Well, hey, now I gotta throw bro at number 5. Don't disrespect Petey. We gotta throw you at number 5.
I am not mad. I'm not mad at all. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I actually
All
was
right.
picked first for 2 of them. I'm surprised I even was that high.
Somebody say number 4. It gotta be Whitney. The singing's cool, but I don't know. Now number 3, I'm going with Alicia Keys. She bad, but I don't know. Now Mariah Carey's my number 2. And number 1 gotta go to Beyonce. Queen B.
You like the booty?
I've been a Beyonce fan my whole life. Beyonce was my home screen all of middle school. True. Beyonce number 1, man.
Well, you're definitely all about the booty. That's for sure. I can tell you that.
Hey, now listen. If y'all would have had Jennifer Lopez on that list, it might have been a little different. Her and Beyonce is true.
She's been on some other lists.
If we end up getting to that point where I'm a little, past the B-list celebrity. Y'all, we gotta remember this right here, just in case J-Lo.
Well, the way you're going, buddy, you'll be more than a B-list. You'll be an A-list. Because I think your personality really sparks my vision of who you are as a person. I think your personality really drives who you are as a person. I'm sure you play the same way on the field, confident and dedicated to what you do. I'm sure your grades are great. I'm sure you do very, very well in school. Well, the Badgers wouldn't even be thinking about bringing you in. So, unfortunately, I'm not a Badger fan, but I'll be rooting you on because I'm a fan of you, and you're from New York. I'm not going to discriminate that you're a Giant fan, and hopefully, when you become a Jet, you become a Jet fan. So there you go.
I got you.
So
Don't do it. Stay loyal.
don't do it. Al, how do the fans find you on social media?
Man, you can go check my Instagram, Al_Ashford, and shoot. What's the other social media? Oh, Twitter. Man, it's in my bio on Instagram. It's that one's a little weird. Them usernames get messed up when you're in middle school, man. You start just throwing stuff together and then you be stuck with it. I'm telling you.
You're a piece of work, man. You really are. You are a piece of work, man. Do you follow us on social media?
Of course.
Of course. You got to follow me. I'm going to send you my social media. You follow me.
I got you. I've been reposting all the little flyers y'all sent me for the event, man. I was feeling it.
I'm feeling you, man. I'm feeling the personality you are. I'm feeling you, man. I know you're a Wisconsin Badger, but I'm going to root you on, man, because I think you're straightforward, you're honest, you're a dedicated New Yorker that wants to achieve, and I do believe. I mean, the things that I've read about you, I do believe that you have the talent to be an NFL player. Stay confident, stay humble, and all the dreams will come true. I believe that.
I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely. Al, thank you for joining us, my friend.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. God bless.
You too. I'm going to send you a text. Follow me on social media, buddy.
I got you.
All right, man.
I'm going to tell my people about this.
All right.
What I'm saying? I'm going to be reposting.
Well, download our app. Download our app if you don't have our app. You have Android? What do you have? Android? Do you have iOS?
I got that Apple.
All right.
That Apple, man.
Find our.
Hey. I got you with the announcement. You ready? Ready?
What is it?
All right. Everybody go download the app. What's the name of the app?
All you got to do, search WWSRN.
Search WWSRN. Download the app. Check my guys out. Best around.
I love it.
See, that's the ad.
I love it, man. I love it. And when you come back to New York, you come into the studio and we'll do the show live. I want to get you.
I'm with it.
I want you to. When the season starts next year, because it'll be your freshman year next year. I want you to come on the show. We'd love to talk a little bit of Wisconsin Badger football and talk about how you feel and where you see yourself with the season.
Oh, for sure. Shoot, my journey to Wisconsin, we actually are gonna do a family road trip from Colorado, go back home to New York, and then loop me to Wisconsin. They're gonna drop me off and then head back home.
Look at you, man. You're just the king of both worlds. Look at you.
Full family, Griswold vacation.
That's great, man. You got some personality. Al, thank you for joining us, man.
Yes, sir.